Listen to this.
Turn that dial, it's time to ride.
Can you believe this radio jingle was generated by AI? Yes, it was everything, from the music to the instruments, was created using a single AI tool, Udio. You can use it to craft custom radio jingles and songs in any genre. And here's the best part, it's entirely free and takes just about 2 minutes to get started. All you have to do is just follow my steps. You'll find all the prompts used in this tutorial along with other resources in the description below. Now we're in the Udio interface, so take a moment to explore the songs already generated by other users. This can inspire your own creations. Now, let's create your first radio jingle. You have the option to either input a custom prompt to generate the song or incorporate your own lyrics. I'll help you navigate both options so you can use Udio to its fullest. Let's begin. First, let's start with creating a detailed prompt for Udio. Head over to ChatGPT and enter this prompt, which you'll find in description. Hit enter and copy the response from ChatGPT. Next, just paste that prompt here. Scroll down a bit, and you'll see options to customize the model, prompt strength, lyrics, and your song's speed. I'm going to leave these settings on default for now. Now, click the Create button and let Udio take over. Due to high demand, it might take a few moments to generate your songs. And there we have our song.
Wake up and smell the brew Wake up and smell the brewer, every cup is new.
It's so well done that it hardly seems like it was created by AI. Imagine having to produce something like this with real equipment and singers. It would take a lot more time and money. Plus, this barely took 5 minutes. Now, I can't wait to try the custom lyrics option here. Let's go to ChatGPT and ask for lyrics for a radio jingle. We can also name our radio platform. I am naming it Echo Wave Radio. I think trying a rap would be interesting, so let's prompt that. And here you can see, we have got these rap lyrics. Since Udio limits song generation to 33 seconds at a time, I'm going to copy the first 2 stanzas and paste them into Udio. Now, let's hit the Generate button and give the tool a moment to process. And there you have it. Listening to AI rapping is way too interesting. But who will know that it's AI? Udio initially provides us with the first 33 seconds of the song. This allows us to evaluate the direction the song is taking and make any necessary adjustments. For example, you can add specific musical elements by using Udio commands like add a guitar bridge or any other instrument you want to include. However, since we haven't reached the chorus yet, and we're in the middle of a fast rap section, adding more instruments right now might not fit well. Now what we are going to do is head back to ChatGPT and copy the following 2 stanzas which include the chorus. At this point, we can also ask ChatGPT to suggest some beats again using Udio commands to guide the AI. Here's what ChatGPT gave. We'll now add this as the next section in Udio and wait for it to generate. While we wait, let's experiment with multiple ad-libs. For instance, what if we include a lyric repetition that echoes? This sounds much cooler this way, but we need to be careful. It might exceed the 33-second limit and potentially cut off a word or two. We can also write up interlude in the end, so it would not always end the song completely after those 2 stanzas. And there we go. Let's repeat this process until all the lyrics are in place. We have just made a complete radio jingle, which is actually a rap, in a few minutes. Udio is insane, I can say. But there are some things that we should take care of while prompting Udio. The first one is to turn off the manual mode. Udio is processed to read and analyze our prompts before converting them into a song. It also sometimes adds up more things in our prompt without our consent in the manual mode. While some may prefer this feature, I'm disabling it during song creation to maintain more control over the final product. The next thing Udio mostly messes up with or gets confused about is the song that you specify. Like if you write country, idiom, and classic music here, Udio will entirely focus on the country only, with some little peaks of idiom. You won't find classical music anywhere. So it is always better to keep your prompts as simple as possible. I experimented by selecting just the country genre, and as you can hear, the results were impressive. Similarly, when I tried generating a future bass track, I absolutely loved it. The vibrant beats and dynamic sound really stood out. Additionally, I've explored several genres on Udio and they resulted quite good: idiom, pop, trance, dubster, and R&B. Udio also rejects some of our prompts, like when I asked it to generate a trance song in the style of Taylor Swift. They replaced the artist. As a result, we can say that Udio can't help us produce songs in the likeness of someone else's music. But that's not an issue because its own music is already competitive. What's even more interesting is that Udio's terms of service allow for both personal and commercial use of your generated content. You can upload and monetize your creations on platforms like Spotify or Apple Music. So whether it's ad jingles or music cover songs, Udio has got you covered. If you liked this tutorial, you'll also like this, where I break down how to make your own monetizable lo-fi channel with AI.